welcome to Cooking with Saucy Shawn's Fine Eats, where we make real food for real people. So tonight I'm continuing my kind of a little story of cooking in a hotel room. I got she knows that happens. Been a bad day. Been migraining today. So I thought, well, I'm going to cook anyways because I wanted to do this. I had leftover flour for making cinnamon rolls, I had leftover sugar, leftover butter. Picked up $1.10 worth of cornstarch. Thought, I'm going to make a cookie that I've never made this way before. It's going to be a shortbread cookie, kind of. Normally I wouldn't use brown sugar. Normally I'd have a mixer to beat things up with. But tonight, we're going to see what happens by doing things a bit different. So, it's going to be a bit of a challenge here. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to follow the same basic recipe as my whipped shortbread cookies. But, it's going to be different. So let's see. We're going to start with about a half a cup of cornstarch. I'm going to mix all my dry ingredients first. There we go. We've got about a half a cup of cornstarch. You can see Shawn is continuing with his extremely accurate measurements. This is really important. We need 3 cups of flour. Now, I assume I've got at least 3 cups here. Normally I wouldn't dip my cornstarch polluted measuring cup into my flour, but honestly I'm coming near the end of my trip this time and the flour is not going to keep. There's 1, 2, and 3 cups of flour. And I've got about a cup and a half or so left. That's actually not really that bad. I made, what, 2 dozen cinnamon rolls with that? 28 to be exact. And this, so that's pretty good. I need a cup of sugar. Now I've got some of my dark brown sugar left. Normally you use white sugar. So I'm going to use some of my dark, I'm going to use some of my light to mix it up a bit. And I'm going to make sure that it's a good packed cup of sugar. There we go. A little bit of extra, I'm not going to kill anyone. Again, the sugar's not going to keep. A lot of the dry goods I can keep between trips when I'm down here, but this stuff, no. It's too, the weather's too crazy here and I don't really have a temperature controlled area to store it in. Dump that in there. So I'm just going to mix all this up. Try and get it mixed in a bit. Then I'm going to take 2 cups of butter. Oh, I've got chocolate chips. Special ingredient. Uh-oh, can I open them? Oh, look at that, they open. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 cups of butter, which is, as we've talked about, that's 4 sticks. And what I'm finding with this butter is, man, is it ever soft. Like, I'm not used to butter getting this soft. I don't know why it gets this soft here. It just seems to do so. Maybe it's the butter from Kroger. Maybe it's just cheap butter. Maybe it's American butter. I don't know. So, like, look at that. It's just... This hotel room is not that warm. Even in the summer, I don't, well, unless it actually melts, I don't normally see the butter do this at home. It's also a much paler color than our butter. I think Kroger is like the Safeway here. In fact, I think they used to be part of the same ownership group at one time. So I got that butter in there. There's 2 cups of butter, 4 sticks, 1 pound. I'm going to try mixing it with this spoon. I actually don't think I'm going to have much luck. No, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to pretend it's dough. And it's never going to get nearly as whipped up and fluffy as I like it to get when I'm making it with a mixer. Look at this, it's going to come together. I'm going to treat it more like pastry where you want to get it all mixed up really well. Hey, don't cook if you don't want to get dirty, you know what I say. You can still eat it. So we're getting that really well mixed in there. Just squishing it and mixing it and having fun and feeling ooey and gooey and Now I took this recipe. It turns out I don't actually have this recipe on my website yet for the regular cookie, which is my bad. I've been really bad with my website. I'm trying to get there, but it's tough, people. It really is tough to find time to do everything. So we get that all mixed in there well. Anyways, I took this from when I was camp cooking. I had this recipe up for 100 cookies. I took half of that for this, did it for 50 cookies. I don't know how many I'm going to get, especially when I add the chocolate chips into it. So, actually this mixed up really well. Look at that. Look at that nice batter. So I'm going to scrape it off my fingers. Yeah, I'm going to scrape it off. I'm going to put a cup. Oh, these are big chips. Look at the size of them. Look at that. Those aren't just chips. Those are huge. Oh, well, let's put 2 cups in. Hey, look, that's the whole package. Oh, quality control. Oh, those are good. Those are good. Those are really good chips. Anyways, you know what we're going to have to do? Yep, get right in there. There we go. They're well mixed in. Shouldn't have put that spoon in the sink. I'm going to grab my baking pan here, bring it over, and you know what, I already got my fingers going, so we're just going to make little ball size. You'll see them in a second. I'm going to take a ball about yay big, about an inch, inch and a half. I'm going to flatten it out a bit. These are, normally these are whipped shortbread with chocolate chips in them. One of my favorite cookies. But I'm using the ingredients I had, so I didn't have white sugar, so I used the brown. I think these are going to turn out really good. I've got my oven heating up to 350 degrees. I've got this tiny little baking sheet here, which was kind of a roasting pan type sheet, which was in the hotel room, which I just cleaned up and foil covered. Probably going to have to run like 14 different times through the oven here. I'm only going to fit about a dozen cookies on here. I've got 4 dozen or so to make. Well, that's okay. I'm going to be editing a video while I do that. Having fun. Enjoying my solitude all alone here in the hotel room. Yeah, woe is me. The hot day today for fall. Wow. Probably making these a bit big, but I don't want to make 15 trips through the oven. So there we have it. We've got a sheet of cookies. We're going to go in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes at 350. My oven's warmed up. I'll throw this in. Kind of middle oven rack in the oven. Set the timer. I'm going to go for the full 12. I think this oven's a bit slow. We'll come back. We'll see what they're like. Let me know what you think. Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Give me your thoughts. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I took these out of the oven a little bit ago. Let them cool some. I'm going to just scoop them up here and put them onto a plate. And as the shampoo bottle says, wash, rinse, and repeat. But you all are wondering, okay, first thing you wonder is how many cookies these are going to get? I don't know. Next thing you're wondering is, how do they taste? Let us find out, shall we? They're pretty good. I think I like the regular shortbread better. But these aren't bad. Not bad at all. I think I made these ones a little bit big. I think they'd be better if I could whip them a bit more. But you know what? I'm in a hotel room. I think these are pretty darn good. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more. And then I'll make some more. And then I'm going to make some more. Because I think I've got about 4 batches to do in here. A dozen a batch. And we'll come back and we'll see how many I make. We'll see how they turn out. And tomorrow they go to the office. And the fine folks at the office get to see some more of Saucy Shawn's fine cooking. Let me tell you, this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to cook for people, especially when they don't expect it when you're traveling like this. It just adds a little bit of excitement. Being able to do this is actually really great. It's kind of therapy. I've migrained for 2 days, and so this helps take the stress off of the past couple of days. And we see how it turns out. So here's my second batch. Into the oven. I did go in about 15 minutes. This oven's a bit slow, probably not quite up to temperature. It is what it is. Even if they're a little bit undercooked, you can still eat them. Heck, there's no egg in here. This is all good. This is healthy. Even raw, this is acceptable to eat. So I'll let you know how many I get. We'll finish up the video there. Thanks for watching. It'll just be a few more minutes when we come to that. And yeah, hey, have a great night. Thanks. This has been fun. I'll talk to you soon. Well, welcome back. I've now finished my cookies. It's actually taken an hour or two. It's just long time, continue going. But I've got 4 dozen plus 3, so I've got 51 cookies. My plate of cookies here, look at that. Those look pretty darn good. Pretty impressed. This actually was fairly easy to do. It didn't take long. Like a lot of cooking, it's a matter of making your plans, getting ready, having all your ingredients, and just bang through it. So 51 cookies, a couple hours of work, but you know, it's kind of like loading up the cookie tray, letting them cool, taking them off. Only took, what, 5 minutes to mix them. So you can do this. You can do this at home. You can do this out camping. You can do this in a hotel room. So Saucy Shawn wants to encourage you to try cooking more. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, make comments, say thank you, say, hey, try a video doing, I don't know, what do you want me to do? Subscribe, like, tell your friends. Let's try and get some people watching these, because I think you can learn a lot here. Saucy Shawn says, have a great day. Enjoy your time. Remember to love your family and to cook them some good food. Have a great day.